This is like a more little rural place outside of the big city living, and the Ironfoot living with all of its density. Haulers, builders, one power guy, a couple of fermenters, got a couple farmers, some tree cutters, and then everyone else is in the mine. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this little ramble. It's a nice little pretty area back here. I'm probably going to be often doing like a Western voice just because coming from being with some friends of mine, we're currently playing D&D in a Western setting. I got to do the accent of a man from the West, old Western accent. So just got to put that on for my character. Kind of a little stuck in this voice. I like it. I like the way it sounds. Well, hello, and welcome back to episode 7 of this series of the Iron Lords of the Helix Mountain. Well, you know how I am. All right. So, watching this little bit of construction going. This town is kind of doing its thing, giving me my scrap, set in my locations for extra metal to get made. I should probably get this. I'll get that up so that I can start storing any extra metal that's being made over here because I have the time to do that currently. I don't want to pull off too many beavers from working on this. I kind of want to get started on doing this other project of the diversions of the water for this new pinnacle. Let me at least lay in some of the groundwork. Well, because I could really use the wood that I'm going to need to kind of chop away to get here. Okay, let me start adding some roadage. Okay, so this is all going to need to get chopped up. Might as well just kind of chop along. I'm surprised that that's not all dead. I mean, it's going to be killed now that I'm here. You know, if the Badwater didn't get to it, my beavers are going to get to it. That's all going to get chopped. I'm going to need a way, as soon as that gets chopped, I'm going to need a way to get to here. This would all need to get chopped. Just kind of chopping along the way. Because I'm going to take this path. So essentially this line all the way down here. And then this line all the way down here. This is where I'm going to be diverting. So I'm going to need to cut all that off. Cut all this out. That ledge, I might as well clear all this out too. Clear all that. And then if I can get to those as well, let me unmark all that. Okay, might as well mark this stuff, those couple trees. And then maybe I will start getting some, what's going to be the edge of that influence. That should be fine. Let me cut this down too. And then I will speed up these jobs and that too. Just so I can get the cutting out of the way. And then, because the cutting isn't going to require my builders. This has been set up. I'm starting to store more metal blocks. That's good. This giant path up. I mean, I could put in the ladder mod to make this whole path not quite so snaky, not taking so long to get up to the top here, but I don't know. Maybe. If I put in the ladder mod, I might as well put in the extended floodgates so I can have like taller areas of where I can hold water, but it's fine. I don't need to try that hard. Speaking of hard, I think as soon as I get this to a place where I feel satisfied with what I've done and what I've built, I think I might try a hard mode. Hopefully, the experimental branch gets put onto the main branch. That probably will be that will probably be the like start of when I try my attempt at hard mode. I think I've only done hard mode like a couple of times. I played this game for God knows how many hours. I think I'm actually at like close to like 1,000 hours of gameplay for this game. And I think I've done hard mode like 2 times. 2 or 3 times. It was just, I remember one of the games I did on hard mode, I was just like, I couldn't continue to progress and like build things. I was so focused on just kind of like a little bit what I'm doing here and like the other big water project. But like, I feel like I'm doing that for trying to be like entertaining and trying to have like, ooh, here's some cool big projects that, you know, I'm working on or I'm planning on working on, versus just like a desperate need to continually build up my water resource just because like I have to. I have no other option, because if I don't do that, then it's like it's an end game thing. The reason why I just did this is I might as well start laying in the groundwork for what this water project is going to be. This stored water project that's going to feed these two, mostly this, but feed these two areas. I'm just gonna make it a flat, flat line here. And I might as well, I should wait to actually lay this in for when I have a drought, so that my beavers aren't gonna be dumb and run straight into the bad water and get themselves sick. I can build that part at least, but I should start setting up the ability to set up water wheels here, because these water wheels are what's going to feed the pumps that are going to pump water. The idea being I'm going to have like one reservoir that's 3 feet high, because that's the height of my floodgates. So one 3 feet high reservoir, and then behind that is another even bigger, 3 feet above that reservoir. Maybe even build out this way, a long way, versus building out in this. Like kind of build a big 3 foot thing here, and then build a really tall, the 3 feet above that here, longer reservoir that's get pumped into when I have a temperate season. That way, this one will feed into these when these are low, and then this will feed into this one when it's low. They just kind of have like big pools of stored water. Yeah, I think I might do that. I might have it actually be one big thing here, kind of probably go all the way till kind of the bottom of this little riverbed. So like this big square of 3 foot high water stored, and then this whole big kit and caboodle, that'll be another storage. And then speaking of water storage, maybe I should also lay in the dynamite for this little area as well. I'm wondering if I should also cut back on how far I'm cutting into this mountain. I think I'm going to do that. I'll go here, and then this road will just cut straight up. Not a terrible amount of a change, but just a little bit of a change. Kind of square this off a little bit more, so not quite hugging the natural line. Okay, how much time did that kill? We got all this. Still have almost 2K in wood and lumber. What is my situation with available beavers? I'm still not like pre rusty backwater numbers. I wonder if I should, I might as well get another breeder going, another breeding pod. Go over there, get that up in priority so I can get some more beavers. And am I out of housing? I have 3 homeless beavers. What are you doing, beavers? What are you doing homeless? Who said you could do that? Okay. Where am I putting new homes? Should I put them in this area? In this little bit of like exercise, and yeah. I ask myself as I'm doing things, which is kind of the way that I am. What's lacking workers? So it's those 2 buildings are lacking workers. Construction materials are those. This guy could get upped in priority, and these set of stairs to get to this one that can get up in priority. I think a little too high. And then this can be, this is 2. So 2 deep dynamite to get rid of that little trench. Even though like this is fine, I'm just kind of cutting it because I can. I don't think I really need all that extra water. This has survived. Where am I at? I'm at 1.17. And I think my floodgates are, nope, they're not all the way down. So there's still some water here. Okay. Well, there's still some water here that's above, you know, this level, I think. Or maybe they're the same and it's just, you know, coincidentally pulled itself back up. Okay. And these guys are perfectly fine. They have all of the extra food that they would ever need. How much scrap am I holding? Got tons of scrap. Let's get, oh, not that. Go here. Go here. Yeah. Yeah. Go like that. Go here. And get me another scrap location. They'll work on that. My haulers. Let's get a couple more haulers. Well, I'll do 4 more. This is at full work. These guys are doing a bit of business. This has that. This just has some extra workers for when beavers get hurt or here. They constantly fill that back up. Yep. Okay. Did I ever build? Yeah, I did build. Do I need more medical beds? No, 500 beavers. Yeah, sure. I'll build one more just in case. One more medical bed. The water's too low now. These floodgates are now all the way down. This is about to dry up. I'm at roughly almost gonna get this gate back open. Okay. This guy's chopping away, getting me wood. I'm gonna be able to chop all this down. I wonder if I should. Yeah, I'll blow this line. I'll get, versus making stairs, we'll just go ahead and blow that line up. That level dries just as soon as the refreshing course comes back through. As soon as it hits 1.4 here, it will start closing up that floodgate. You know, I built this just so that, like, I don't know. I think this is, I don't know why I kept the dam there. I don't really need any kind of runoff in this area. That could just be a levee. Now let me kick up that priority so I'm not losing too much water. Even though I got plenty of days, the temperate cycle left. I could have made this tighter. Could have made it like across here, less building material, or less actual wall that they needed to build. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me give you a little bit of a time lapse while we watch these beavers build away. Is there a better angle? Oh, you're not going to see that get built. We'll do where do I build? Oh, where do I set a time lapse? I think right here should be fine. All right. See you in a little bit. Let's get a time lapse going now. Oh, I'd like to interrupt this time lapse by actually providing the homes that I've laid out without actually thinking that, this is so far behind in priority that why would they build any of it? So let me make sure that gets done. Well, they're sending stuff there. Okay, back to the time lapse. Close that. Unhighlight those things. Oh God, hitting buttons. Shiny shift in the angle. All right, back to the time. Checking back in again. I wanted to give another angle where we can see the little beavers exercising away. Let's get the monument in there. Flame of Unity. Make sure we get some of that angle over there with the big tower getting built. All right, cool. Get another time lapse. And then as I realize that the houses didn't actually solve my homeless problem, because it is not this district that has the homeless problem. Yeah. Yeah. It is this district that has homeless beavers. Many of you probably realize that. Many of you are probably ready to let me know. Or at least screaming in your computer going, hey, you didn't solve anything. Yeah, I now realize that. And now I'm searching for a place to, for more beavers to call home. Which I might, what are my housing options? Small row houses, the big row houses. What can, or where can I set home for some beavers? I wonder if I could get, you know what, I will. I'll set a few to kind of live across the riverway right here. Now let me give these guys a little bit of their own, some well-being. I could get some pools here. I got the exercise plaza. I kind of need to blow away some of this land if I don't want to build too much on platforms. Well-being is also some parks. Where are my campfires? Yeah, you know what? Let me get this dynamite in here. This dynamite here. Let me get a couple of some stairs going so I can get 2 high dynamite. Go there. And let me actually, while I'm doing that, let me get a small storage tank for the Badwater extract. This will be for the extract so I can get it to, you know, blow away this stuff. So I can get a plaza back here. Or sorry, not a plaza. Oh yeah, plaza. Exercise plaza. I'm gonna get exercise plaza here. Probably right there. I'm gonna need a, that way I have one road that continues down there. I need to get one more over. One more over here. And blow all that out too. I'm gonna need to get stairs to go up here. And then some more mines to go there. This can get blown up. And I can get some well-being of some nice little campfires. Campfire here. Campfire there. Exercise plaza over there. You know, I think other than the stress that these beavers are probably facing from the beavers who are elected to go into the mines, potentially get hurt the most, this doesn't feel like, this is like a more little rural place, but like, I don't know, outside of the big city living, and the Ironfoot living with all of its density. I mean, it's not even that dense. It's like, okay, this is 76 beavers versus 32, so half the population. Most of them being haulers and builders. Most of these guys being, you know, one power guy, a couple of fermenters, you got a couple farmers, some tree cutters, and then everyone else is in the mine. I don't know where I was going with this little ramble, but you know, it's nice, a nice little pretty area back here. I like it. I like it a lot. 165 wood, 2.5k wood. Oh, this guy's probably done his job. Let me get that cut down or blown up so that I can get road access to come across here, go there, go there, come there, go there, like that. What are these at? Is it 21%? Nah, I'm just getting rid of you. You can go away. Oh, autosave. Then I'll build a road to get down here, and then I'll chop all of this up because I need to get to here. If I go, I can go straight. No, I could just use this little spot. Essentially, going to cut this whole channel all the way down here. I'm going to need to get to here. This goes right there. All right. Oh, who got stranded? Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, if I blow up the dynamite, you are going to get toasted. Oh, man, you are, you know. All right, now you're not stranded. You dummy. All right. Well, I don't want you to go down on me, so I'm not going to just let you be stranded. Okay. where am I at with this? This is still miles away from getting finished. Where I'm at population. I'm starting to fill up the new hauling post. I have 8 kids. So hopefully I get more workers and builders, more haulers and builders. Speed up some of this construction over here. Food is fine. Everything's being stored up well. I mean, considering that this is kind of doing a lot of my cooking of everything, and this district is low on, looks like eggplant and maybe a little bit of corn, I could probably get this place to start planting up some of that too. Some of those crops. This back here could be my corn. I don't think I need that much corn. And I can actually probably go ahead and just get rid of all that to put in place for eggplant. Eggplant there. Because they'll just move the eggplant over here. That eggplant will get put in storage over here. Then that'll get turned into eggplant rations. So that'll get fed to these guys and moved back into this area. It's surprising. I remember, I don't know if it's just because it's the diversity of food, or maybe I built bigger populations before, but I don't remember such a small amount of food feeding so many beavers so well. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess this is a pretty big patch of food here. Like this little whole area here. Like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking a little different. Because I remember it would be once you got to wheat and bread. Like this little bit amount of wheat and bread, yeah, you'd be able to feed a whole ton. You know, back before there was like a separation of foods where all the beavers grew the same kind of food. But like, yeah, a little patch of wheat like this, going through a grist mill, going through the farmer, man, you didn't need to grow anything else. It was just the wheat, and the wheat would take care of all of your needs, all of your food needs. But yeah, maybe I'm just tripping, thinking of, thinking the game needs to be harder than it is. And then let me set. Oh, wrong. Oh, I could mark all that too. This actually doesn't need to get marked at all, because my line is 1 inset here, this little guy. And then it's going to be that guy. Nope, right there, this guy. That's already kind of almost set. Just got to blow away 1 layer low. And yeah, 1 layer low, and have the 1 set of diverters, and then that's it. And it doesn't even need to be that high. It just needs to be as high as this. I'll still go like maybe 1 more higher than the current situation is. And then the row of floodgates that are going to go cut across here. They'll probably flatten this out, flatten this little area out, go from this line, so right here, with floodgates, this with floodgates, 2 high floodgates, and then 1 set of floodgates that's going to go across here. Oh, yep, sounds good. That's good. That they're done. That. I'm probably going to be often like bass tone, bass line, doing like a western style voice, just because coming from being with some friends of mine, we're currently playing D&D in a western setting, so I got to do the accent, got to partake in the action of a man from the West. At least, our depiction of a man from the West kind of has that old Western accent. So just got to put that on for my character. And then I'm kind of a little stuck in this voice just because I like it. I like the way it sounds. Okay, let's get that blown up. But if you often hear me kind of revert into a Western accent for anything, it's probably for that reason. I got a Western cowboy who I'm playing as. Okay. Now I gotta wait for all this stuff to get built. Also, gosh, why did I rush that? Because now that stair can't reach that dynamite. Ay. Okay. So again, I just kind of do things, and I don't necessarily remember the original reason why I was doing anything. I'm just kind of like pushing along. Just kind of doing stuff. Okay. Oh. This whole little bit of business. That can get blown. God. Doing the same thing over here. You know, because I'm locked. I'm still kind of like got a little bit of the locked mindset of before we had the depth charges with the dynamite. I would have to build one layer, and I could do this where I just kind of like build one stair that goes up to one angle of it, and I blow this little top off, which means this stair now has this level that it can go to, and then it plants the rest, and I blow that up, and then we're moving in layers. And I've not made the adjustment of, I made the adjustment of using the depth charges, but I have not made the adjustment of like how to properly use them. Still making like old habit mistakes, but it's fine. It's the game is changing and evolving. I love that. I just gotta learn. I learn and have to like adjust my play patterns. But yeah, it's one of those things. Also, like I don't often, or I haven't often, like joined early access or paid for early access of a game, and this has probably been one of the most worth it decisions I've ever made about getting into early access of a game, is having played this game for as long as I have, and like it's continually evolving because it's in early access, because they're still trying to figure stuff out. They're still developing the game. They, based off of their dev notes, they're like, oh, these are things we've always wanted, and we're just kind of continuing to add in and finding the places for these things. I can imagine as long as they've been working on it, they're also like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? Like they're dynamically responding to both the audience, and even like as stuff is just going, they're just like, creative people, and they're like, oh well, now what if we did this? What if we did this? And it's been super fun. It's been super fun following the game and like playing along with it and seeing where it goes. I had a little bit of that with Dark and Darker, where I got onto the I think it was the second playtest, the second like free playtest, and I was like, oh man, I had so much fun. I did the next playtest. I think there was one more, and then all their like legal trouble that they were having, and the torrented playtest. I didn't do that. I didn't bother trying to get the set up the way to download it. And then when they came out with the blacksmith, I think it's what it's called, essentially like the PC launcher version, where it was like early access, you need to pay for it. I got that and I started playing it, and it's just, that's one of the ones where like there were a couple of changes that got made, and I just kind of fell off playing it, just because it's like I didn't necessarily like the changes that were made. Like the style in which I was playing the game just started changing, and it was just one of those things that like I don't regret that I paid, what I paid to get into that early access pool, or to help support the team, because I liked the game at the time when I was playing it. But it's definitely like in contrast to what I paid for this game. I don't remember what I paid for this game when I paid for it. But like this is leaps and bounds more of a worthwhile purchase, because if I've played it for so long and I've enjoyed it, and I've loved seeing what the devs have done with it, and like everything. It's just been, it's been great. It's been a great time. Oh, do I not have storage for metal blocks? I do not. Let's get a little small industrial pile going. I can put that here. A little small industrial pile for metal blocks. That way I can have some demand to give them a reason to put the metal blocks in here. Well, I don't know if this demand would create demand here. This is, now it's importing metal, but I don't know if it's, I didn't really check if that was because I didn't put the pile, or this is asking for it. I don't know. But anyways, I put the little storage there. They could use a little bit of metal. And then in here I have 346 metal. The one floodgate is up. Man, this is gonna take a minute. It might even be too long for a time lapse. I already got a couple in here. I don't wanna bombard you guys with time lapses. I don't know how much you guys like or enjoy. Oh, there goes the exercise thoughts. I don't know how much you guys actually enjoy seeing the time lapses. I think it's fun to see the little beavers scurrying around, but I kind of don't want to put it like I think it's the last episode where I just have like 6 different points where I'm putting time lapses in. Or I just do, instead of doing a time lapse, just kind of like a skip forward, which I'm not sure what the preference is. My personal preference is if it gets too long to just do a jump cut to the thing that I'm waiting for. But I don't know. I don't know what you as the viewer, you as the audience actually like. I don't get. I think I have like one commenter from my early the Water Beaver mod video where he was just kind of more asking about how to do certain things in the game. Free to respond. I wanted to respond. I wanted to let him know where to look for and how to get the things he was asking for. But if anybody's listening at this point, I don't know, what's your preference? Do you want to see, for like any of these bigger projects, do you want to see a time lapse? Do you want to see like the speed up where you see all the beavers running along, humming along, doing their thing? Or do you want to just see a jump cut? Or maybe like what I think in my head right now, it's like a little mix of both, where sometimes if I find an interesting angle or just kind of throwing it in there, a little time lapse, or do you want to just see like, hey, I'm waiting for this project to finish and I'll see when it's finished. Especially right now, where like there's not a whole lot else that I'm either worried about or wanting to build. Like I can start laying in some of the like designs for stuff, but like I have plenty of time for that. Plenty of times to like lay in the design that is here, and I can kind of do that anytime I want, but I kind of need this project to get done and finished before I really move on with it. Because again, this is like step 1 of this project. I'm going to need way many more logs because I'm going to build this out and then tuck it back and then kind of wind around itself. Kind of not full Ouroboros style, but like, this is going to have a bit of winding. There's going to be so much wood and so much. And essentially every single time I turn, I'm going to go down one level, one layer. Not for any particular reason other than I think it's neat. And I still don't even know how much power I'm actually going to get from it. Because I haven't really, it's not a very fully thought out thing. Just kind of a thing I'm doing. But yeah, if anybody's listening at this point, let me know. Time lapse or jump cut. I wonder if I should just get started on the layout of this. I'll give it a little more thought as I look from the perspective of the campsites now. The campsites looking over the rusted backwaters, construction of the tower. All right, give you a nice little time lapse. So yeah, on the other side. Oh, hold on. Who's got nothing to do? How dare you have nothing to do, sir? Sir, you have other stuff you can do. Boys, the stairs go through. He should be able to start cutting that stuff up. Oh God, through the ground. Okay, let me close this up. All right, now time lapse. All right, kicking back on. The drought has ended. I think I am going to start kind of laying in the groundwork for that other project. They're out of Badwater. Maybe I should build some more storage for Badwater. Let me get that going. Let me build a big tank for Badwater. I might eventually just kind of move these guys, build a series of scaffolding as soon as this gets put in place. Like as soon as this, in my mind, this fills up to the top with Badwater. I might end up moving my Badwater pumpers up here. Let me chop that. This goes. I'll get that blown up, and they should be able to reach all of this stuff as well. Okay. Yeah, as soon as this gets cut across here, probably build some scaffolding to get up to the top here so that I have the pumpers pumping from this big reservoir, but maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Let me get this up in priority so they can get that built. Water cycling across. That can't be reached. Let's get a little expansion in my water reserves. Then this will cut up, over, up. There we go. Should be able to reach all of this now. This is still getting filled in. What are my supplies for that? 634 dynamite with 83 bad water. Do I have any extract? I think that's my limiting factor. Oh, right there, extract. 351. Ah, plenty. Plenty of everything. Let's get a big storage up for the bad water. Pull off some beavers from that project. Okay, so now what am I doing over here? Plan is simple. I'm going to get this into a 3 high levee, this over here into 3 high levees for now, and then this is going to go all the way across here, here. Eventually, I'll probably have just one floodgate that'll push water out into this area. So now that I have that there, am I just going to, yeah, I'll just cut across here, here, that height. This will go there, there, here. I said that was going to be my limit, which is the riverbed. And this needs to get built down there as well. Am I going to follow? Yeah, follow the shape of the riverbed. Cool. So that is going to be this water tank. And then this is going to have a pumper, the deep mechanical pump. It's going to go like this. Probably right in here once that levee gets up. That way I can just kind of easily build off a power line. And then it's going to pump during temperate seasons because this won't stay full. Like this area won't stay full without that pump being activated. Or sorry, even with the pump activated, even with the water coming, you know, granted it won't get any power because there's no water coming through, but even if it was having power, it won't be able to grab anything because this will be empty without the water flowing. And then that's going to pump water into this area. And then once this is filled with I'll have the 3 high floodgate like here maybe, and it's going to relieve the water with maybe using this stream gauge, measuring the depth of this stream gauge. No, not that one. It would have to be one that's maybe in here. Yeah, in this little reserve, there'll be a stream gauge in here. Once it reads it's like below 0.1 or maybe like 0.25 or 0.4, it'll start filling in this one so that it has room to fill in this guy. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. And I think I can actually probably go ahead and delete this stair, these stairs, and this path, and this guy. Because I think it's going to be easier if I build what will become the actual stairs that'll get here. Let me actually increase the priority of those dynamite getting laid. And then I will build probably off here. Just kind of get stairs that reach up here. And then a path. The pathing will go around so I can get access to all of it. I think also maybe right now when I had that laid in, actually let me get one more thing. Let me actually put in the deep water pump. I have plenty of science. Get that in there. Okay. Now let me smash cut. I'm gonna do the jump cut. All right, back from the smash cut. It doesn't feel like a crazy amount of progress has happened. You know, I just kind of wanted to check in back with you guys, clean up a little bit of the projects that I'm currently working on. But I kind of understand now. I remember watching, it was a Skystorm video where he was laying in something. He was like working on some project and like he did a smash cut and did a smash cut of the thing getting built. It was just like, or sorry, smash or jump cut, whatever you want to call it. And it was like cycles later, like looking up here at the top, it was 2 or 3 cycles later. I remember noticing that and being like, whoa, it's a lot of time. I get it. Big projects take a lot of time, especially when you're not like, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily even want bots doing this job just because the bots, all their fuel and energy, the bots are way better doing like these kinds of tasks, like the factory kinds of tasks. It's not like they're bad at doing like big transport jobs, but because you have to deal with the whole energy issue, they're not quite the best at doing transport jobs. But like, you know, they can work day and night on transport jobs. Like that is their big benefit, is that they're not having rest. But you know, I kind of need this power source before I start ramping up too heavy in the Beaverbot stuff. But yeah, well, hopefully I can get at least a little bit of the, kind of want a little bit of like, I want to be able to see the rising of the Badwater. Let me get back over here. They probably, yep, they finished that. Go here and let me lay in my stairs that are going to go here, 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 here. And then let me build the road that goes around. Road's going to go all the way around here, all the way up here, over like that. Cool. And then this is going to get taken down. I'll speed that up. Bad tide, even though at this point in the game, I'm not, I could care less about bad tides or any of that business. So let me just do this as a 1 depth so I can actually kind of get across to here. I don't know, is that important? Do I really need to do that? No, I can just make this as far as it'll go. I'll do 3 depth charges. Cause I need to kind of level this all out to 3 and having a little extra at the bottom. Yeah, whatever. I'm not too worried about evening that. Evening that all out to, I don't know why that sounded weird to me. Evening all that out to a single layer. I mean, I could do that maybe later when I'm like finishing and polishing up stuff if I feel like I want to do that. What is my wood levels? Is 3.3k. Am I full on my wood supplies? I am. Huh. Well, I guess this guy is doing some work, cutting all this out. Give me extra wood supplies. I would figure with all of my, yeah, and that's all full too. I got also tons of extra labor. Hey, is my wood or my food supply is finally, well, no, 2.3, 2.4k. That's about what I've had. I thought it was 2.6. I gotta watch that. I gotta watch these numbers. Make sure I'm not dropping too crazy. Yeah, I guess I can have another hauling post. Where am I gonna put another hauling post? I'm not sure if I necessarily want to go up here. Maybe, because they're gonna have to, I don't think they have to go back to the hauling post at every like point at work. So I could have the hauling post up here. Could build those hauling posts on stilts somewhere. Maybe over here, build it on stilts. I kind of want them to be able to pass through like my monument stuff. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna build a hauling post right there. Speed that up. Lower work priority, make this 10. Got 10 excess workers in this district. Might as well put them to work to build all my projects. Let me get these stairs up at a higher priority. And nah. I was about to speed up like this little chunk. You know what, I will. Speed up this little chunk just so I can get at least some stuff going on over here, some stuff being worked on. I was thinking about already kind of laying in the groundwork of the next district that is going to go in this area, then back here. Essentially, you'll probably have like a set of stilts that are going to go all the way across to here, and then back here, and then probably on stilts back here is where I'll have the district crossing. Because this might have like, when I build this up here, I might just kind of set a section here that'll be where water from this area will pull down into this area so that this has some water to work with to grow just a little bit of stuff. So it's not quite what I was trying to do here, which is I was initially trying to do a self-sustaining city. Just because I was a little too stuck in the past of what the having multiple districts meant. But now that I don't necessarily need to make it self-sustainable. I still like seeing green and farm area. Granted, you know, to fit the vibe more of like dirty, desolate mine, I could just leave this kind of gray, dirt, and desolate, not have any green. Does that fit the vibe? Is that a vibe check where it's like, yeah, that's kind of the, like maybe not even like a full path. It's just like one column that's kind of cut out of the mountainside to reach the mine. And they have to, it's one district with some houses. And all they're doing is mining iron to bring back scrap. Oh, mining iron and smelting. And it's just like dirt and desolate. With imported stored food. You know, maybe it's half rotted and they're just chewing through it to survive. Maybe. You know, might fit the vibe. Although I feel like I'm too kind. I want to be too kind to these, you know, digital creatures. Or I kind of want to give a little bit of green over here. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. And oh, Bad Tide's here. This guy's almost at the end of his reach. Okay. This is full. I have 4 excess workers. It's not 7 kids. I might maybe overextended with the, no, I mean, it's fine. 101, still 2.4K food. I'm not quite in a maybe starting to get worried place. Where would I might just like blow out here and kind of make more forestation or irrigated area, or open up the irrigated area that is potentially here, and more farmers. And this is kind of my breadbasket. You know, the rusted backwaters is not only this mine, but also a little breadbasket. We'll see. I got to keep an eye on this. 2.5K. I got to keep an eye. Just got to make sure that I'm maintaining this properly. Might as well also put in another hauling post. And we're going to put another one. Oh, where do I put a hauling post? Oh, where can you go? Boy, where do I put you? I don't necessarily, I mean, up here's room, but yeah, it's fine. I'll put you there. Not the best place, but you know, it's a place I can put you. It's not quite in the red, but it's pretty close to being not ideal. I wonder if I should also kind of build down a road, a little stair access to get to back, kind of like route back here. Maybe get rid of some pines. Is this marked for cutting? Yeah, that's all marked for cutting. Can anybody reach that? Yeah, we reach that. If I go here on top of, no, where am I gonna put that? You know, I'm just gonna start going. I'm gonna go with my arbitrary little stair. No, I don't know. Beep bop, beep boop boop bop, beep bop, boop, beep bop. Oh man, why does anybody watch this? This is just making noises at you people. God, I cannot decide this. I cannot decide where to cut in stair access. Because I kind of want to like, I want to just make a clean line, but that means I'm going to be here. Go for it. I just got to start laying in stuff. Okay. This is going to go here. It's going to be there. We're going to just make that like that. Have a little T junction right here. And I got to make sure that I am going to be able to, I can start, I think I will start just kind of here. I'll just cut down to that level. There. And let me speed that up. This got built. He's out of stuff to do. So go ahead and get rid of him. This guy goes here. And I'll just have this guy to collect up that little wood resource. And where did I end up on this side? This is going to be cut across here. It is directly that tree line. Okay, cool. Where am I here? Yeah, this is still miles away from getting done. Okay. Do I do another little speed up? I need to get one more down. So this needs to get one more down. One more down. Oh, I need to get at this level like that. And then these will be 2. Cool. Let me get this little row in, probably with a little bit of jumpy editing. I'll get this in. All right. So now it's made that more green. I mean, this is still kind of in the rough color placement that it was before. I don't know, but I like having like multiple access routes to different areas of my little beaver colony. I might actually try to see if I can maybe build down from here. That might be asking a lot. That might be a little funky. Might as well try to go up here. Let's see. All right, that'll get put in. Let me actually get these up too. Where am I here? Okay, let me do another jump cut. Let's get a little more progress in this area. Probably also see if I can get just this kind of like upper part here. Give that a little bit more of a push. Not quite high priority push, but a little more of a push to get that done and dusted. Okay, smash cut. All right, coming back out of that jump cut. So what's going on here is I built these platforms here to kind of give me more access to being able to assign beavers jobs to build here versus just having the one levee on this side that could get assigned work until it was finished. I wanted to have them have access to this whole corner. So that was there. I also had more beavers, so I created more housing for them. I'll probably gonna edit it so you can see me building that stuff. I put in another working builder's hut. And then I often just kind of spam that on off because I could tear this down and then put this in. But again, work and everything else in this game gets placed by or gets ordered by build first order. So because this was built first, it's going to fill up jobs first versus this. So I could set this to maybe like that, and then we'll always have jobs above this guy. That might be the better solution than spamming that. But yeah, just be aware of that too. That like your build order also determines your work order. So whatever building you built first, if they all have the same priority, whatever gets built first is the thing that's going to get filled in with jobs first. And then what I like to do here is I like to do a little bit of time lapse to see like this corner raise up and potentially, hopefully seeing this water level raise up. So like all that rising to the top. Give me a little time lapse for that. Not exactly how long that's going to take for them to build this. But we'll see. We'll see. Come on, little beavers. Get to work on. Let's get the time lapse going now. Well, the drought started, so I kind of wanted to see it slowly build up, but we'll see. We'll get to the end of the drought. More than likely, that'll get done by the end of the drought. I'm at a pretty good length in my recording, but I do have a lot of cuts and a lot of jump cuts that are in this recording. So I'm not exactly sure how long this is going to be post-edit, but I'm getting a little long on the tooth. I might just kind of smash cut that little bit, but I also want to go over a little bit. I don't think I went over it in my edit, but I probably included it. This guy finished up his job. He cut up this tree. I put two depth charges here, 3 depth charges here, 2 depth charge here, just kind of continue to work on and cut out what will eventually be this the last little part of the cutout of my new diversion of Badwater. But hopefully I can end on skipping through the rest of this drought right now with this a little jump cut, and just kind of witnessing this little, tower of Badwater fill up, and hopefully getting the spillage here without any like overspill into anything else. So that would be kind of bad, but I'll monitor that. If that happens, essentially what I'm going to do is this top layer here that's kind of facing this wheel, I'll just turn this into dams to give a little more relief of flow. Okay, give me a jump cut now. All right. Well, something I kind of noticed, I don't necessarily think I need floodgates here. But a problem that will happen is I can't reach some of these logs back here. So I think I actually might need to tear out these floodgates, just replace them with platforms, which makes this whole bit of business severely unnecessary. And I don't know why I didn't think of it, but hey, we're here now. Decisions were made, and now we get to watch this Badwater fill up this huge tower that I have made, and then hopefully just kind of leak out of here. But we'll see. Is this filling? This should be filling up. Maybe I'll time lapse this a little bit. A little chunk of time lapse. Here we go. Now I should hit the overspill. Now, is this going to get higher than this, or are these two outlets doing the job? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's continuing to rise. Okay, pause. Oh, God. All right. You're getting dangerously high. Let's cut out those guys to give more relief. Okay, let's get these damn pieces in here. Let's get this all hurried up. That could have been bad. But yeah, that's the idea. The idea is this is gonna fill up, overspill all into this area. Hopefully this can kind of like travel around here, and then that's the other thing too, is that this is creating enough. I'm hoping that these water wheels can kind of backflow this channel enough that this is not gonna overspill. Might mean that I might need to create some of these need to be dam pieces so that I'm not like spilling out water over these edges. Yeah, it's not the perfect design, and not by almost anyone's measurement, but it's my design, and I think that's the most important part. I'm giving myself a gold star. Let me go ahead and also like reclaim all that wood. Cool. Most of the flow should come out from this area, versus this like excess amount. This should only have water come out once this is kind of getting a little dangerously high, like it is right now. There you go. Now it flows out from this side. Most of the force of the flow should be here, in this area. This is to make sure I don't friggin' flood out into all my good water. All right, cool, awesome, sweet. Part one of my Badwater Tower of Power, or Ouroboros of Power, considering how I'm gonna try to make it. Cool. I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.